Hello viewers, this is Herald Linnea. Welcome back to my playthrough of Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. Previously we finished Day 3, and on Day 3 we concluded the main quest for Luxarion. In doing so we defeated Noel, who was under this apprehension that if he killed Lightning, he would be reunited with Yule in some future. However, at the end he did realize the folly of his ways. And Lightning was able to save his soul and get some good stat boosts in the bargain. Now that Noel's soul is saved, a few new quests have been unlocked in Luxarion. And we also saved the Angel of Valhalla. We helped it recover from its wounds, and now it can glide around. Yes, we had to feed the Angel of Valhalla several times to get it well. But now it is at Stage 3, where it can help Lightning in battle by casting high-level elemental spells and cure spells. Unfortunately, it will not be able to help us in the final dungeon of the Wildlands storyline. I'm going to do that later. Also in the Wildlands we had a second quest to help Dodge and Saz. Dodge's soul was scattered across several places, and Lightning had to retrieve it. In addition, Saz was very much not himself. And we also learned a bit about Chocolina, too. The fragment of mischief was found right outside the airship wreck, pointed out by the Chocobo chick itself. The fragment of Smiles was found by completing a Canvas of Prayers quest for Chocolina. It required a key item found in the southern part of the Wildlands. The fragment of Radiance we obtained by dealing with Soul Seed traders. We needed to trade in Soul Seeds. Also, if I remember correctly, something from Moogles. I don't remember exactly at this moment. For the Fragment of Courage, we had to prove our courage in the battle arena in Yuznan. Yes, how did Zoe get that fragment? The final fragment, the fragment of kindness, was from the cactuar in the Dead Dunes. A cactuar with a very familiar looking crop of hair. I wonder if it could have something to do with that cactuar that Saz faced off with in the original game. We also saw the initial scenes for the Dead Dunes. Apparently, some bandits and the Order are looking for the Holy Clavis. We learned more about the Holy Clavis when we talked with Vanille at the cathedral after beating Noel. Sounds like something that may be very important. Also, several side quests were done, or progressed. We talked with Luca again. Unfortunately, we'll have to talk with her yet again. Voices from the Grave. We got this quest by talking to a soldier in Luxarian after we had beaten Noel. Apparently there are ghosts of women around town. So in the next day we should try to progress that one. And Treasured Ball. In the southern part of Luxarian we found Talbot, who was trying to find someone who would help get his ball back. Not a very difficult quest. I wonder what happened to his brother, though. Then there was the Saint's Stone. We had to help Aramaya at the entrance to the cathedral. We had to recover a crystal shard that Vanille had lost, or that had been taken from her. We're not sure which it was. Anyway, after the quest, we were able to get into the cathedral and talk to Vanille herself. It didn't do much in Yuznan, but we did do a good bit in the Wildlands. We accepted a quest, A Taste of the Past, in Arias Village. We have already obtained 2 Arias apples and 2 Rocky Crag moles for this quest, so we'd better turn it in soon. Ingredients needed to make his legendary recipe. Then, for Dog, Doctor, and Assistant, we got ingredients for a cure for a dog that had been found in the research camp in the Wildlands. 13 was there to give some instructions. Next we need to head to Canopa's Farms and talk to 13 again. Mercy of a Goddess. In Polta, we found a man named Taleb, who was suffering under a curse. He needs Cardesia's potion, which he thinks will kill him, and end the pain. So we'd better go visit Cardesia in Yacht Village. Next we have the Grail of Valhalla. Professor Latham is searching for something called the Grail of Valhalla. I believe we will find information about that when we get to the temple. And I expect that the temple will be the last dungeon I visit. The last storyline dungeon, that is. Now for Mother and Daughter. This quest is tied up with Dog Doctor and 13. This woman we found near the Wildlands station had been missing her dog. And it could be that the dog in the research camp is this lady's. Next, for a father's request. We completed this quest. We tried to find Sarala's father. But we encountered someone who said that her father had died. But his last wish was for her to care for a flower in the garden. Next, for the Hunter's Challenge. The chief of Yacht Village assigned Lightning to take care of some monsters. First it was Volleys and Hanumans. And then it was an Aster Protoflorian, a real blast from the past. Next we had a final cure. Cardesia, in Yacht Village, wanted us to find a Krim mushroom as one of the ingredients for a cure for the chocobo. Rather, no, it wasn't for the chocobo, it was for some other patient. I think that may be a prerequisite to Mercy of a Goddess. Then Fuzzy Search. We spooked some sheep in Dr. Sheep's pen in Arius Village, and we had to go look for them. Apparently they're a special variety of sheep called fuzzy sheep. And he's trying to develop the best sheep milk in the world. I think there will be more quests involving the fuzzy sheep later on. Chocobo Cheer. We spoke with Nadia in Yacht Woods, or Yacht Village. And as part of that, we had to get the chocobo to munch on some Yule's flowers. Apparently, a girl called Lila was tricking Nadia into believing that chocobos were talking. Then there's saving an angel. Yes, we have helped the Angel of Valhalla recover 3 levels. He can now fly, or glide, and he can cast high-level elemental spells, and cure spells. I think that quest was completed when we got the angel well enough to stand on his feet. Then we took on the Omega Point quest in the research camp, We had to recover 4 units of data from an airship wreck, and report that back to the research leader in the research camp. And we concluded, "Where are you, Moogle?" After finding the wayward Moogles, we had to go back to the Moogle village at night to report into Moggle. Yes, this silly Moogle forgot completely about his friends. Then there was killing time. When we arrived at Polta, we were assigned a quest when we approached the gap to the temple, and when we flew across to the temple, we completed that quest. We don't have any quests from the Dead Dunes yet. And the global quest key to her heart was involved in the Wildlands quest for Saz and Dodge. We had to find the Beloved's gift, which we had already found in the Arias area, and present it to Chocolina. After that, Chocolina gave us the fragment she had. Now for Datalog entries. We now have Vanille in our Datalog. It seems Vanille and Fang woke up 13 years ago from crystal sleep. The number 13 certainly seems to come up a lot in this game series. 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns. Not to mention the more recent Kingdom Hearts games. Now the Order is calling Vanille a saint. Very interesting. And of course we helped out Saz Catsroy, a skilled airship pilot. So it looks like Dodge slept away 500 years in a comatose state. That would be enough to make any father go off the rails. As for story, we have the Winds of Chaos. Yes, Vanille is now in the Order's clutches. And it seems there is a sea of dead souls locked away in the cathedral. I do wonder what Lumina has in store. And what is Fang up to in all of this? Evidently she's headed to the Dead Dunes, so maybe if we go there we'll eventually meet up with her and try to find out what she's doing. As for locations, we now have the Dead Dunes in our list. A desolate desert lapped by the ocean of chaos. Lawless bandits have come to plunder the treasure hidden in the ruins. Apparently, night is relatively peaceful there. That's good to know. Evidently, the Holy Clavis is blocked by a seal. No one has been able to break it yet. But perhaps that will lie within the Savior's powers. The Cathedral of Luxarion. The cathedral towers over the Luxarion skyline. And God's sanctum stands ready for a ceremony that the Order will perform on the last day of the world. As for legends and history, we now have the Coffer of Souls in the list. A mysterious box that Lumina gave to Saz. The heart logo looks vaguely evocative of Kingdom Hearts logos. So we had to collect the pieces of Dodge's soul and put them into that coffer. We also have the Holy Clavis in the list, a legendary relic said to have been made by the gods themselves. Used to summon the souls of the dead. It is thought to lie in the ruins in the Dead Dunes, and the bandit gang and the Order have both been searching for it. Who will find it first? And apparently there are powerful seals guarding these ruins. Lightning shall have to do something about that. Now let's check out the Book of Challenges. We now have Noel Christ in the list, Rafflegias, Hanumans, and Dryads. Wonder why the stars for Noel are glowing like that. I'm really not sure. But anyway, I think we're about ready to start day 4.
I'm reminded of my own father. Though he wasn't anything like Saz at all. He was a hard, strict man. Or so I always thought.
And we were able to extend the world's time by 2 days this time. Probably helped that we finished 2 main quests. Yeah, the Saz and Dodge quest wasn't very difficult at all. Just required running around. Well, in the next episode, we will head down to the world and start on the 4th day. This is Heorot Linea. I would like to thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.